Hello, my name is Kate Feeney, and I am a Vice President Wealth Advisor here at Summit Place Financial. Today, I wanted to talk about the women's wealth gap. This is a topic that affects all women investors when we realize that we own 32 cents on the dollar compared to men. So, the media constantly tells us that as women, we are more risk averse than men. But it's much more nuanced than saying that women take less risk and therefore make less on their investments. And in fact, there's a number of studies that show that female portfolio managers outperform their male counterparts. So women are not necessarily more risk averse than men, but we do tend to be more risk aware, which means that we want to fully understand the risks that we're taking on. This is why most risk questionnaires and model allocation suggestions don't fit us that well, because the results have historically told us that we are more conservative than we actually are, and then suggest a more conservative investment allocation than is appropriate. So, today I want to talk through two easy ways that we can start to examine our own understanding and management of our risk tolerance. So, the first is to educate ourselves in a way that we find interesting. Find an investment newsletter that you like or a news site that you like to read. So Bloomberg Radio is a good resource. It's very factual and it's less promotional than you'd think. NPR has some great podcasts. I really like Planet Money and Marketplace. They're fun to listen to, and you end up learning a lot along the way. And then there's some sites now geared specifically towards women, like Elvest and Dow Janes, which have a lot of free educational resources. And then the next strategy is to start to notch up our natural risk tolerance a bit away from any automated recommendations and ask questions of an advisor's recommendations. So, most questionnaires will give examples in a way that a risk aware person will answer more conservatively. And that doesn't mean you should necessarily be investing that way. For women, it means that they want to better understand where the risk in their investments comes from. So, a standard risk questionnaire can be very quick to label you as conservative when perhaps you could and should be willing to take on more risk. So, this is crucial because research shows us that over time, it's your asset allocation more than the underlying investments, which really drive the long term performance of your portfolio. So, if you're starting off with a more conservative asset allocation than is suitable for you, you could be leaving money on the table. So, at the end of the day, the goal here is to be comfortable with your set asset allocation and with your investment advisor.